Hey guys, we're working on the big boy today. It's a 2019 F250. We're doing the brakes all the way around. I'm going to shoot just a quick one here for the fronts, and then I'll do one for the backs. We are definitely going to use air today. This is a beast, so come along. Hopefully this video helps you, and if it does, a like or subscribe would be great. But let's see what we find with this one. First thing we got to do is we got to take off our lug nuts. But lucky for us, we got a lock on it. One of these darn things. So be really careful when you're trying to take these out. It's down here. Make sure it's fully seated when you do it. Like this one isn't. You have to clean it out. Use my earthquake gun today. It's a 21. We'll go see if we can knock these out. Okay, we got the wheel off. So next thing I want to do is kind of compress the piston so I can get the caliper out. I've seen some guys use screwdrivers. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not saying it's the worst thing to do, but I'd rather just use a C-clamp. So it's going to grab on the back of the pad, back of the caliper, making sure we're not hitting any lines, and we're just going to compress it. At this point, you can see it's nice and freed out. Next thing I'm going to do, I picked up these wrenches. It's called Toolant. I don't know if you can read that. I'll post a link. These are the best wrenches I bought in a long time. I paid $100 for them on Amazon. They're like $140 now, but the price might come down. I've been using these things for about 6 months now, doing brake jobs and stuff. Amazing. So we're just going to try and break the torque on this one. And again, got nice leverage with it. And there we go. We got a ratchet on one side, and a banger. I'll call it a banger on the other end. Right? Just want to be careful with our brake lines, okay? What I'm going to do is slide this up. That's a little high. I'll be careful with our ABS line. This is not looking all that great. So, slide in here a little bit. Here's our pads, you can see. And we still got some meat, but these need to be changed. All right, so I already did the other side. Went fairly easy. Here's my problem, and I think it's going to be a big one. This one moves nice and easy. This one, not so much. So, I didn't take off the caliper bracket on the other side because these things are torqued down to like 200 foot-pounds. It's a crazy amount of torque, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to take it off because I don't know how I'm going to get the slide pin out. So first thing I want to do is kind of get these pads out. So normally I pull all these clips out, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to try and pull these bolts out. It's going to take a lot of torque. I'm going to have to see what I can do with air first. All right, we're going to try the earthquake gun, see what happens. I don't know if I can get my hands on this, but we're going to see. Yeah. Actually help if the valve was closed. One down. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get a different socket. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna try it with a ratchet. We'll see what happens, just for you guys who don't have air. Oh, cool. All right, that worked. All right, let me get this caliper out, and then we'll get it on the bench. All right, first thing I'm going to try and do is kind of release this boot. See if we can do this without damaging it. And then, maybe, just maybe, we can get some lube in here Oh, good Lord. Yeah, it's going to be a bad day. Yep. We may have to heat it up. All right. See what I see? Yeah, that's not going to be fun. Okay. What should it look like? Well, let's find out. Something like this. Somebody's been in here. Because this one's nice and lubed. That's my metal one. I'm going to leave that one in there. Maybe. All right, let me reposition. All right. So here's the good one. Okay. Here's my boot. Peel this back. It's a little rusty, but look at the rust. So don't know when the brakes were done last time. It's pretty nasty in there. So I'm going to clean this out, spray it up, and then I got a plan, I think. I mean, just look at that. That's just nasty. Probably can't get that in view really well, but all right, let me clean this up. We'll be back. So I know the lighting's horrible. I ended up using a torch to heat it up, and then I used Thumper. Those of you who know who Thumper is, I'll bring him in a minute. Yeah, it tightened up again on me. So what I'm going to do is probably have to heat it up again. Let's see if we can do this. Nope. All right, I got to heat it up again. So I'm just going to heat this area up here. I'm going to do this for a little while. I'm going to try not to get the rubber boot. But once I got it nice and hot, it actually freed it up. I hit it pretty good with Thumper. You could use a hammer if you need to, but I use my air hammer. Yep, she's moving. I hope you can see that. Before I catch myself on fire here. And just keep working this. I know the lighting's not all that great. But we're just going to keep working this. There she goes. So I'm using a 28 millimeter wrench right now. There we go. Oh, sweet. Alrighty. We're going to get that out, lube it up, clean it up. We'll be back. All right. So you can see, yeah, it's a little hot. My camera, I'm going to have to clean this off and lube it. Let's see if I can get this wire brush in there. Yep. We're just going to clean out that bore. And then what I'm going to do, this is still crazy hot. I'm going to take this rubber boot off and I'm going to clean up underneath. It's all rusted out. So we'll be back. I'm going to go clean that up. All right. So I just wanted to show you what this looked like. I mean, that's a crazy amount of rust. So here's the thing. The boot is actually split and I don't have one. So I've got a smaller one because, you know, I'm a hoarder working on cars. I'm actually going to see if this fits. I don't think it will, but if it doesn't, I think what I'm going to do is either throw some anti-seize in here just to keep this from rusting out on me again. But we'll see what we can do. So this is a brake grease I'm going to use for what it's worth. Good Lord. Put a handle on it. So clean this up the best we could. I'm going to grease it now. And I want to be careful with how much grease I throw on. I don't want to put it on the tip. It'll bind up in there. Let's get some more. Okay. What I want to do is kind of work this in. Make sure it's good. So, here's the difference between the old boot and the new boot. This is a little smaller. The expansion seems to be the same, so I'm going with it because I'm sure that a new caliper for this thing is well over $100, probably 150, 200, my luck. So I'm going to slap that in there. I'm just going to slap some grease. Probably don't need it, but I'm going to hit it here. Just kind of eliminate any possibility of rust. Just going to push this over that. At least that's the goal. There we go. It's still a little warm. You can see it moves nice and free. So that's what we're going with. I'm going to do the other side, and then we'll get ready to throw this back on again. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these clips out. I'm going to clean up these surfaces on both sides. And I've got new hardware, so I don't need to reuse them. So after I've cleaned both sides out, but I've only done this side for now, all I'm going to do is lube this up just to prevent any rust. So essentially just where the metal kind of meets up. And then we'll get the new clips. So here's the parts I used. These are the fronts. Brake best select. So what's really important is that these guys go in the right way. So when you look at this, you'll notice the one that fits here actually has a tab facing out, okay? On the back side, this one here, the tab's opposite. So it's on the opposite side facing that direction. So you get a couple of these in the kit. Again, I want to make sure I match up the exact right ones. So this one, because the clip is facing the back, matching it up with the back one. I'm going to pop that bad boy in there. Sometimes these are a little tough to get in there. And then we'll tappy tap it a little bit further in a second. Again, I just want to make sure I get the right one. That's these two up. Yep, a little bit of a difference there in the bend, but I'm going to slap that one in now. Oh, that's sweet. Let me reposition myself. Try this one more time without killing ourselves. That one's in. That one's in. I may take these out and bend them back, or I may just take a punch and punch these down a little bit, because see how they sit up? That'll make it tough to put the brake the brake pad in. Okay? So all I did was bend this angle. Instead of being way up here, I bent it down. Just gonna press this in. It's amazing, this caliper bracket's still warm. So I'm just gonna take a small punch, just tappy tap it in. Make sure everything's fully seated. Yeah, just give me a little bit of crap in here. All right, so I got my pads, I got my clips in, okay? These pads, you actually have a designated outer and a designated inner. To put these in, it gets a little tricky, but there's a little snubby tab right here where my thumb is. It's kind of tough to do. But you got a tab here, a tab here. And what I like to do with some of these is kind of get it past that tab on both sides. Again, that little tab that's right there, and twist it in. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. See if we can do it on camera. And then I'm just going to get it in there and then just rotate. And sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. This time it did. And hopefully they don't fall out. The other thing is I did not lube. I did not lube inside of here. So some people do. I used to do that. I don't do it anymore because it gums it up. And then the pads can't slide, can't move. So what we're going to do is slide this carefully back on again, hopefully. Squeeze these pads on. And then we're going to put our bolts back in. There's one. And there's two. Okay, let me get some tools. Okay, so these again are a 21. I'm using my Astro pneumatic. Well, not pneumatic, but my Astro Tools. Captured this. And if you're looking for the part number, 78218. Okay, when you torque those down, online I think they said 203, 200 foot-pounds, I don't know, just somewhere super strong and tight. Okay, so I'm going to grab my torque wrench, I'll tighten these up, we'll be right back. Okay, my pads are in. Bolts are torqued down, I torqued them to 200. Next thing we're going to do, so we're just making sure slide pins are good. Slide pins are good. So we got to compress these pistons. I'm going to give you a tip. I learned this on the other side. So I've got a tool. Some of you probably have one. Tool just like this. So this one's going to compress both pistons at the same time. What's interesting is when I used just the tool, I couldn't compress them far enough because the torque, I don't think, was evenly spread across these, and it was difficult to compress the pistons. So what I'm going to do, like I did on the other side, is throw a brake pad in here. We're just going to crank down. If you could see it, I'm going to crank down there. I'm going to get this set up. We'll be right back and I'll show you. Okay, so I have it set up. I can tell you this. You need to have, this thing needs to sit flush. And when I measured it on the pad with the pads, the width of the pads, it was almost just under 3 inches from here to here. So what I'm going to do is slowly compress this. I'm going to watch my brake fluid up top. I've already removed the cap from the top. And you'll see, this takes a lot of force. But it's going. When I did it without the pad, it just wasn't enough torque. I don't know if torque is even the right word, but whatever. You get the idea. Okay? So just keep plugging away. Just want to make sure there's no dust in there. As soon as it sits flush, we'll take a measurement. Because I'm going to lube up everything, and I really don't want to lube it up and then have to clean it to do this again. Okay, we'll be right back. So I'm going to try and show you this the best I can. So here's the width of the pads. It's about 3 inches. So come up here. See if we can do it. We go from where we're looking flush with the pad. We're good now. We got more than 3 inches on this side. So we're going to lube up this area here. And we're going to lube up the piston, tops of the pistons, so that they don't rust out, you know, and end up sticking to the back of these pads. So that's what I'm going to do next. I don't know if they need to be cleaned or not, but we'll see what that looks like. So we lubed up the caliper surfaces. Of course, I just got some on my finger. So hopefully you can see it, but pistons all lubed up. And then the back sides are all lubed up. So now we're just going to try and slide this on. Just get them past these little slide pins. The bottom one's a little tricky, but we'll get it in there, I hope. Awesome. Let in. See what happens here. Perfect. So I'm going to tighten these down. Some guys online, different sources are saying different values. I'm just going to say check your service manual. It's anywhere from, you know, I've seen 25 foot-pounds to 40 foot-pounds. So I don't want to give you the wrong value. So for us right now, that's going to do it for the fronts. We'll take care of the backs in a little bit. But hopefully this helps somebody. If it didn't, let me know how it didn't. And if it did, let me know how it did. Love to hear from you. Until next time, we'll see you again. Guys, have a great one.